Welcome back po sa isa na namang bagong vlog, and today ay rest day ko. Kaya naman magluluto tayo ng good for 1 week na pagkain. So dito tinubigan ko lang ng konti yung longganisa, tapos nung nag-evaporate na yung water, kusa na siyang naglabas ng sarili niyang mantika na ginamit ko naman pang pan fry. Tapos sa kabila naman yung pork na pinapalambot ko. So usually pag rest day ko ay yung isang buong araw para sa mga gawaing bahay tulad ng pagluluto ko ng food. Kasi guys, mas nakakatipid ako sa ganitong pamamaraan dahil alam kong malinis yung food. So ngayon, gagawa ako ng pork binagoongan. Yun yung Barrio Fiesta bagoong ko. So balikan natin tong longganisa kasi baka masunog na. Bali, hininaan ko na yung apoy niyan guys. Kasi kinakaramelize ko na lang yung sugar. Ito ilang kainan din yan. Siguro mga 3 hanggang 4 na kainan. Tapos sasabayan ko na lang yan ng gulay o kaya naman ay suka, ganyan, para nakakagana. Tapos dito sa kabila yung baboy na para sa pork binagoongan. So, ubos ko lang yung water na mag-evaporate para sure na lutong-luto yung pork. And then mamaya, igigisa ko lang siya, tapos diretso na yan siya guys ng bagoong. Tsaka yung talong. So, ganito lang yung routine ko every week tuwing rest day ko. Magluluto ako ng menu na good for 1 week para pag kakain ako, iinitin ko na lang, makasave na ako sa gastos dahil kung ano lang yung rekadong meron ako, yun ang lulutuin ko or kung ano yung nakikrave ko. Tapos, nakasave din ako ng time. Ayun, at luto na nga itong longganisa at kita nyo naman nag-caramelize na yung sugar. Naluto siya sa sarili niyang mantika, so nakatipid din ako dyan. Masarap tong longganisa na to sa Walmart na bibili, tapos mura pa. Ayan, isa sa ating mga ulam. Tapos susunod ko dyan guys yung pork binagoongan. Ilipat ko lang siya para naman maganda yung view, kitang-kita nyo. Tapos, ayan, brown na din yung pork. Alam nyo guys, hindi ako expert sa pagluluto. Mas masarap magluto yung mister ko. Pero nung lumipat ako ng Canada, although maalam din naman ako magluto, mas masarap at mas magaling nga lang siya magluto kumpara sa aming dalawa. Nga lang nung napunta ako ng Canada, syempre mag-isa lang ako dito. Pagka nagkikrave ako sa mga pagkain, ako lang din talaga ang gagawa para sa sarili ko. So yung oil na yan, malinis yan. Ginamit ko lang yung pagluto ng french fries kagabi. Habang pinapalamig ko, iniwan ko na siya dyan kasi nga magluluto din naman ako the following day. So, ayan igigisa na natin. Yun. Tapos sa kabilang pan, naglagay ako ng konting mantika kasi ipiprito ko naman yung talong para sa pork binagoongan. Masarap kasi siya pag pinrito, manamis-namis. Ayan, hiniwa ko na rin yan. Tsaka hinugasan ko na yan bago ko ilagay sa pan. Tapos dito naman, meron akong minced garlic na ginawa. Prepared na yan. Kaya every time magluluto ako, ilalabas ko na lang. Hindi ko na kailangan mag-peel at maghiwa. So, gigisa lang natin yan. Ayun nga. So, natuto ako or nasanay ako na magluto kapag meron akong gustong kainin. Kasi, hindi madali guys na magsimula muli. Parang kanta. Magsimula na lalo't mag-isa dito sa Canada. Pero, alam niyo naman bilang magulang, wala tayong hindi kakayanin para sa ating pamilya, lalo na sa future ng ating mga anak. Kaya kahit mahirap, kahit nakakapanibago, pinili kong umalis ng bansa. At the age of 38, no? Late 30s na, pa 40 na. Kaya lang established na rin ako sa career ko sa Pilipinas. Pinili ko pa rin na sumubok mga ibang bansa. Sabi ko naman sa Lord, try lang bago mag 40. Kapag mayroong opportunity, salamat po. Pero kung wala, okay lang din naman. At ayun na nga guys, by the grace of God, nagkaroon ng opportunity na makapagtrabaho for 2 years dito nga sa Canada. And halos patapos na rin yung 2 years na yun. Ang bilis ng panahon, ano? Sobrang grateful ko nga lang kasi lalo ngayon na naghigpit sa Canada, yung job offer ko, yung kontrata ko, may kasama na siyang provincial nomination pala bago ako dumating ng Canada. Kaya I think nabanggit ko na rin to sa mga previous vlogs ko. After 3 months, nakapag-submit kagad ako ng PR application. So, lagyan na natin siya guys ng bagoong kasi binagoongan nga siya. So, ito yung pinakapampalasa. Busin na natin to, no? Konti na lang naman siya. Tsaka, meron na rin naman akong bago. So, nilagay ko na lahat. Dinagdagan ko ng konting tubig. Tapos, yung naubos na yung tubig, ayan, nagmantika na siya. Bali, hindi ko na siya inasinan kasi baka sumobra na ng alat. Ayun. So, ganyan lang kasimple, guys. Meron na tayong pork binagoongan. Ayun, dahil tayo ay nagluto, syempre marami rin tayong hugasin. Dahil ako lang din naman ang kikilos para sa sarili ko. Ngayon, inaalawan lang natin ng kaunti, tapos ilo-load ko na siya dun sa dishwasher. Pero, once a week ko lang din ginagamit yung dishwasher kapag sobrang dami kong hugasin. Sa araw-araw, mano-mano pa rin ang hugas natin dito sa Canada. Kasi yun naman yung nakasanayan ko sa Pilipinas eh. Dito nga pala sa staff house, yung upa namin 400 sa unang taon and then mag-i-increase ng $50 every year. Kasama na dun yung wifi, yung tubig, yung kuryente. Yung kuryente dito o yung Meralco sa atin dyan sa Pilipinas, ang tawag dun dito hydro. So parang nakakalito, no? Kasi may tubig ka na binabayaran, tapos hydro pa yung kuryente mo. Anyway, shinare ko lang naman. So, ayun nga. Tapos yung mga jars na ganyan guys, sinuhugasan ko yan kasi lilinisin mo lang yan. Tapos meron ka ng libreng lalagyan ng mga kung ano-ano sa pantry. So, tinatanggal ko lang yung balat niya. Habang binababaran ko naman dito yung isang glass bowl.
4 brushes in front of you. I name them. It helps us understand what I'm reaching for when I'm like, grab this brush. We'll start with the big, long-haired, spoon-shaped one. This is called Hank. It's a really good brush to get a lot of paint on the canvas. And
Hank.
I really like this. I know, you're like, what? Why? It's after an ex-boyfriend's name. His nickname. I know, I'm not even kidding. Little square one, Goldilocks, one of my favorite brushes to use. It draws nice lines. And then we have the long hair round brush. This is Mama Bear. I don't think I used Mama in this one, but you might find you want to use it. And then we also have, last but not least, the little skinny brush we call Baby Bear. So we've got Hank, Goldie, Mama, and Baby. Makes sense, right? Weird little nursery rhyme. It's all good. And yeah, so we'll put those to relax and have fun.
To relax and have fun.
Not to judge my painting.
Not to judge my painting.
Or the painting of others.
Or the painting of others.
I will not say the words.
I will not say the words.
My painting sucks.
My painting sucks.
I can't do this.
Can't do this.
I ruined it.
I ruined it.
Can you fix it for me?
Can you fix it for me?
Can you just do it for me?
Can you just do it for me?
Can I switch my painting with your painting?
Can I switch my painting with your painting?
And I thought this was paint by numbers.
By numbers.
Okay, promise taken. Oh, here's to drinking creatively, finding your inner artist. If you think your painting stinks, you might just need a few more drinks. I'm not endorsing alcohol. Cheers.
Happy International Women's Day, by the way.
It is! I'm hugging you all right now, my sisters. That's awesome. Yes, it's a very, very good day. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to start this party off, like I said, top to bottom. So we're going to, first of all, there's a difference. Don't put a scoop of black. You want to kiss. A little bit on the end into the little white and blue, and you mix it all together. You make this awesome kind of blue with a shot of gray in it. Did anyone take too much black? No. Good. You can always add more. I'm going to add a wee bit more. I want it to have a little punch of gray in it. Good. Okay, so this is kind of a base color for a lot of the background of the sky and quite a bit in the water as well. So we are going to use that, now you know how to make it. So I'm going to add a wee little touch more black. I'm going to start from the top corner. So this is kind of meant to look like a dark sky. So I'm going to add some darkness in here, and then we're going to add white and paint on the fly, I call it. Very technical terms, not. Where I have patches, I'm going to blend white in, right into the blue. And without playing with it too much, you'll create a real nice blend of these two colors, white, that steel blue, and a little kiss of black. So I'm going to come back in with white. Wherever I have patches, I'm adding in some white. And how I'm brushing is kind of like feathery, like a figure eight. And what that does is kind of creates that kind of windy sky through. And having fancy word diversity. I'm done. No more. A little bit of water. Pushing the canvas, pushing the color into the canvas, just using water. And you'll get rid of those canvas fabric lines. Awesome. I'm just using a bit of water here. Nice. Awesome. All right, so then you decide how moody do you want your sky. So maybe I'll add a bit of just blue with a bit of black. Just blue with a bit of black. Here we go. Making another dark area here. But playing with it too much and it goes away. So, what you want to keep in mind as you're painting your sky, you want your moon to stand out. So having your sky too light, it won't stand out. So putting some dark patches in there on that kind of right side of the canvas, your moon will really pop. So we're gonna work our way down the canvas to probably the halfway point, okay? I'm also a DJ, in case you're wondering. I've got some awesome tunes. I want you to have fun. Enjoy the vibe with Bob.
Hey.
Yeah.
So sa part na to guys, meron ng background music kaya minute ko na lang. Pero ayun nga, nandito tayo ngayon sa isang painting class na inatenan ko. Activity to dito sa resort and hotel kung saan ako nagtatrabaho. And para malibang-libang naman tayo, umatin ako ng another class tsaka para matuto rin ako ng ibang technique sa pag-painting. As a beginner, sobrang nakakatawa yung mga ganitong klase ng activities kasi hindi overwhelming yung approach nung instructor kahit hindi ka expert. Sobrang mong ma-enjoy kasi may mga guide at saka step by step paano mabuo yung isang painting at mapuno yung isang canvas. So at this point, siniset lang natin yung ating background. And hindi pa siya ma-visualize ngayon but later on, maganda yung kabuuan niya. This is I think, the second time na nag-attend ako ng painting class. And I'm really grateful for mga activities na ganito kasi back in the Philippines, lalo na nung medyo mabata-bata pa ako, we really do not have the means para sa mga ganong klase ng activities. Kasi we're yung typical na Filipino family na focus doon sa what to eat, yung education, yung mga ganon. So, yung mga activities like this, medyo hindi siya priority and I never really had the chance. Parang ganon. So, now that, I'm an adult and I have the means to attend yung mga ganitong klase ng activities and sinusupport naman ng husband. So, I'm really grateful din sa Lord na kahit paano may diversion yung oras malilibang ka. And kahit paano hindi ko masyadong may isip yung pag-aantay ng aming permanent residency. But I trust naman yung will ni Lord for the whole family. Sometimes lang pag nasa waiting season ka, you can't help it. And nag-a-ask din ako ng forgiveness sa Lord. Sometimes may nafe-feel ako na parang naiinip or nalulungkot. Siyempre na-miss ko na din yung family ko. Kaya yung mga gantong activity, magandang way din siya, no? Para malibang-libang naman. So at this point, yung second part nung background natin is parang ano yan sunset ba? Kaya combination of yellow and orange yung ginagamit kong color dito. Acrylic to, no? Pero washable siya. Tapos, lagyan lang natin pa din ng clouds. Clouds pa rin yan. Tapos, dito, background pa lang yung ginagawa. Wala pa yung mga figures. Mamaya yun. So, napapansin ko sa mga painting classes na atinan ko, syempre, laging inuunang mabuo yung background. And then, later on, yung mga details. Tapos, umiikot yung instructor, tinitignan niya isa-isa kung nakaka-follow kami sa mga steps. Kasi sabay-sabay yan Sabay-sabay na pipintan nyo kung anong part na kayo.
Clean brush. I'm painting right into that line, so I disappear my little horizon line. Just gonna do a couple of layers of white here quick. Then yellow, just like we did. A little kiss of yellow. Dip of water, feather it in. Down into my water. Now the white's gonna be pretty wet here, so I wanna let it dry because I want that orange. I like the orange to be kind of fiery looking. So that's good for my yellow. Now I'm gonna clean off my brush. Coming in with my little orange again, just like I did before. A little kiss of water, feathering it in. Now there's gonna be trees in the middle there, so they're gonna cover up a lot. Just getting that orange off the brush. Maybe a little bit more. No water. I don't want it to be pastel. There. So I've made my sunset area that's going to be in my lake. And then again, start just like you did with the sky. Start with a bit of white on the sides, your blues, building in and blending like you did in the sky. But the only difference with the lake part is because we want the snow to show up just like the moon, we gotta make it moody and dark. So this is where you can really get into your blacks and grays and dark colors. So the lake is end-to-end brush strokes. This was kind of sweepy and feathery to look moody. Now we're just gonna go side to side with our brush strokes. We wanna keep it so it looks different than the sky. So here I go, white paint, end to end. I'm gonna take my white, paint in my sides, and I wanna remember we gotta make ice here, snow show up, so it's gotta be darker. Just adding white as my base, blending it in. And then coming back in with that first blue we made. Yeah. Maybe up here, all the way. A little dip of water to blend it in. Good. But you'll see my brush strokes are going right end to end here, so I'm trying to look different than what I did in the sky. And I'm gonna
We'll paint over that snowbank after, like we don't need to leave space there.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets hard when you start going around edges like a coloring book. I like to just paint right over it, and then it kind of creates some depth to it. So I'm gonna make this get darker and darker and darker, just like we did the sky. So here we go.
By the way guys, it's a paint and sip activity. So kasama na dun sa binayaran ay you can have a glass of wine, a glass or two, three, four, even the whole bottle. Pwede. Siguro para daw it would help sa creativity and para mas free ka to express yourself in the form of an artwork. Ano daw? Nagdahilan pa, no? But anyway, yan nga, it's a paint and sip activity. So, kasama na yung wine. Red, white, pink, meron sila. Pero isang glass lang naman yung tinake ko dyan. Dahan-dahan lang. And right now, nililinis ko na yung mga brushes kasi we're gonna get into the fine details of this artwork. Kaya nagtitimpla ulit ako ng kulay. So, sobrang nakaka-relax talaga siya, no? Kasi, hindi naman very strict yung pag-follow mo sa step-by-step procedure ng paano mabuo yung painting mo. Like, if gusto mong mag-change a little bit ng color or yung mood ng painting mo, you are free to do so. Kaya, ngayon, I think after ng background, tinatouch up ko lang yung ibang parts ng clouds tsaka nung sunset. And then, magdodraw na ng maliliit na trees. Kaya, nililinis ko lang yung mga smudges at yung mga part na kulang pa sa paint.
I went to the point and then I'm not dabbing anymore because I don't want to make that, like I said, that partition line on the moon. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to use more white here and I'm going to dab a little more. So I always say, your hand has a plan. Your hand may not have told you what the plan is about your tree, but there is a plan. And there's a tree. You have your own tree. It's not my tree, it's not her tree, it's your tree. So I had one lady who painted palm trees because she loves palm trees. So just be ready for that. Okay, so we've got your color. And then one thing about Baby Bear brush, if you take off a pile of the paint, I like to go into the paint and flat brush, flip it, flat brush again, and you'll notice the bristles will go into a bit of a line. That helps me to draw a little line for tree trunks. It's a gentle, it's not a hard push with this brush, it takes a bit getting used to. But I flat brush, flip, flat brush, bristles go into a line. A little tap of water. Now from the center of the canvas, so the trees are a distance from the moon. They're somewhere in this little area here. So I'm going to draw a little line kind of in my horizon of where these trees are going to go.
Kasi nag-attend ako ng painting session dun sa resort. Gulo ng buhok ko. Kita niyo naman ako lang mag-isa. Tada! Yan yung painting na ginawa ko. So, lakad lang tayo pa uwi. Hindi masyadong malamig ngayon. Parang +2 lang. Pero syempre malamig pa rin. Pero di na ako nag-winter jacket kasi kaya naman. Ayan. Patapos na rin yung winter. Sabi by March 20 officially spring na. So salamat Lord kasi nakaraos na naman tayo sa isa na lang 6 na buwan ng winter. So pahabol na lang yun. Yun lang nilalakaran ko ngayon. Ito nyo, hindi ako naka-winter boots. At natutunaw na rin, slushy na rin yung snow sa daan. Yung mga ganitong +2 feels like -1. Kaya na nating lakarin yan. Pero malamig pa rin guys ha. Lalo kung mga 15 minutes na lakaran. Yun yung daan papunta sa Dauphin. Ayan. Yan lang. So rest day ko ngayon. Nag-sign up ako dun sa painting session na activity ng resort. Buti na lang may employee discount. So ayun. Nakakalibang naman siya.